if you want to make money from the scratch, that's to say that if you want to make money without any money at all, then what you are saying in this video is that consider looking at already existing working ideas in a different way. What do we mean by that? Think about what people are doing now currently that are working. Instead of thinking about a new idea altogether. This is because if you think about a new idea altogether, many a times the resources that will be required for you to make that idea a possibility or realize that idea, you might not be able to afford it. It might be expensive for you. Therefore, what you need to do is to just look at the existing ideas. As we speak now, there are some people who are providing goods and services, and there are other people who are at the receiving end of these goods and services. So if you want to make money from the scratch, what you need to do is to put yourself in the middle. Think like a middle person so that you can benefit from this. I'm going to give you an example, or going to give you some examples shortly. Now, this video we are making is a build-up of our how to make money series. So in the previous episode, we've talked about them. If you haven't watched the previous episode where we talk about the first three steps, kindly do that, as it will facilitate your understanding. In the previous video, we talk about 3 steps. We said that the first step is to identify money making ideas. The second point that was mentioned, or that was stated, is that you should outline what you will need to make those ideas you've identified a possibility. The third point, or the third step, is to think through those ideas you've identified to eradicate any obstacle or any barriers. So if you haven't been successful to continue from there, then the fourth step you are to take, that is the beginning of this video, is to consider looking at already existing working ideas in a different way. So look at what exists now, what are working now that people are making money from it. If you look at it from that angle, that is how you are going to blossom. You start making some money, and then you see the money accumulating, and then you pick it from there. For instance, a friend of mine who said at the senior high school level that he wants to be a sports journalist. Today, as we speak, he is a sports journalist. And one of the side business that he wants to do is that he wants to go into sales of football jerseys, or let's say football kits. Now, he takes one of these jerseys, he takes pictures of them, he puts on his WhatsApp status while he's going by his day-to-day activity. Obviously, people will contact him, they will place order, and then he will sell to them. Either he is buying them and selling to them, or he'll just connect to the supplier and he goes. Now, when it comes to these ideas, sales of whether clothes, bags, footwear and stuff, you should think it is a good thing. People need these things, and other people are supplying them, and you stay at the middle and you make it reach the beneficiaries, those who are buying them, quicker and easier, and you make little monies on them. Think about this in terms of wholesale. So instead of putting this on your status or on your social media platform and people contacting you one after the other, and then you sell to them, maybe in a week or in a month, maybe in a week you sell 1 or 2, in a month you sold like maybe 8 or 10 pieces if you are lucky. Another way you can look at some of these ideas is to identify sellers, those who are selling these jerseys. So shops that are selling these jerseys, shops that are selling the clothes that you want to sell, being jeans tops, jeans trousers, being shirts, being suits, being footwears or bags. Identify ladies' bags, men bags, student school bags, and the rest. Identify those who are selling them, the shops. You might consider the small shops, because many a times the big shops are already having their suppliers, or they have places where they go and buy them or they go and order them for. And many of them might be reluctant to changing their supplies. So the number one thing you do from here is that you identify the small shops who are selling this. So you look at the prices that they are buying them and sell. Then you don't want to be greedy. You put a little commission on top of it, and then you will take it from the supplier and you give it to them. Many at times you do not necessarily need to get money to go and buy this. What you need to do is to have an agreement with those who are selling these items that you want to supply them. Start with the few people you know, few people who can trust you. So you then later use the snowball method to identify others. So identify one or two persons, one or two shops that you know from your community, that they know you to be a genuine person. Speak to them about the idea. Okay, you are selling this. I want to give you nice jerseys. I want to give you nice shirts. Very good quality ones at affordable prices. You don't need to go travel to wherever you have been going again. And then these are the prices you are taking them. I'm going to give them, I'm going to supply you from today at this price. Either the price you are going to give them because you've gone deeper and you found a supplier that is supplying it cheaper. So you are going to give it to the person at a cheaper price or at the same price or at a price that is a little higher than what the person has been taking. If it is too high, the person says, I'm a business person. Why do I have to share my profit with you? Then I'll go there and buy it myself. But if it is too late, you say, I'm now going to travel. I'm going to leave my shop. I'm going to spend my time and go. For this reason, I don't want to do that. They will be happy to let you do your middle man's or your middle woman's job. So you don't need to be greedy. Instead of you selling like maybe 8 or 10 clothes or shoes or items in a month, you end up supplying one buyer who yes, one buyer, or let's say one seller there, and the one who is taking in bulk, who might take maybe 40 or 50 for you. Maybe it might take like a month before the person orders again. That means that now you are selling 50 to one person, but not at that profit margin that you will get it when you are selling one. So the next thing you do is that let me identify another supplier. You identify other supplier. Maybe the first supplier you supplied him with maybe clothes. Later you see that he wants maybe footwear, he wants back. You use these same ideas. So the next thing you do is to continue identifying other people. You continue identifying other shops that are also into same sales or different things, and then you'll be providing them. You start with maybe clothes, bags, footwears and stuff. Then you continue to think about maybe food vendors. You continue to think about hotels. What will these small hotels or these new Airbnb, let's say, accommodations, what do they need that I can provide to them at affordable price? So you look at them instead of them going to live or make time and then maybe go around to go and make these orders. You are making these items they will need readily available to them. Why wouldn't they consider that? So you think around this and then you are good to go. So all that you need to do is that many a times your shot will be with the smaller shop. So whether you are in America, you are in Europe, you are in Asia, wherever you find yourself, identify these small shops. Whatever they are selling, think around it. Where are they buying it from? Approach them. How much are you buying these? Then you speak with them. Say that, tell them confidently that you can supply them these items at a cheaper place. So when you see those things that they sell, make a research. Look at places, a supplier, look at a warehouse, identify them. You might just rate them online from your room, or you can just phone them from your room. You identify these people, you know how much they are selling it. You go to these small shops. Many a time, these small shops are not buying it from the main source. They are buying it from a different supplier who has already put their profit on top. So the first price you will give to them might be cheaper than what they will get from the market. So all you need to do is to speak with them. When you go, you might not be successful the first person, the second person, the third person. You keep on going until you meet someone who is ready to do this business with you. you make a written agreement with them, and you take from there. One of the things that you can do even from this angle is that many a times you just have to speak with the person. Okay, for us to seal our agreement, you need to pay maybe 50% or 40% or maybe up to 60% of this order that you are making. When it comes, you assess it and you are happy, then you pay the remaining balance. So when you discuss this with the person will be happy to do that. So that is a way to go about it. This is one example. Another example that I want to share. This we talked about. Let's say you can just try that on any ideas that are going, being Airbnb, being cross production, being poultry farming, egg production, meat. Look at that. Look at those who are producing them. Look at those who need them. Target the small people who cannot order much, so they will not necessarily go to the supplier at that far corner. They will definitely be buying from someone along the line who is selling them or who is supplying them at a bit higher price. Give them a price that is affordable, and they will consider, because it's money they are looking for, they will consider working with you. Aside this, there's a general idea that everyone can make it wherever you find yourself. Maybe you don't want to be a content creator. You don't want to go to YouTube or TikTok, Facebook, and create your content because you don't want to be behind the camera and your face is everywhere. But you are always on social media. So you are watching people's video and they are making money from it. But you are not making any money. You can think about it. What can I also make online? What can I make from this online? So people are already there. They are making their videos. People are also already there. They are watching. What can you do? You can think about it. When it comes to content creating, those new content creators, when they come or when they join this content creation business or something like that, the number one thing they are thinking about is how to get more subscribers or how to get more views. So you can sit from the comfort of your room and you look at some of these content creators or YouTubers that you followed for years or for long. You know that they have a lot of viewers and stuff. They have their life, they have what they are doing, and they are making their money. All you need to do is to reach out to them, make a proposal to them that, okay, I want to do this business with you. There is a new, or there are other new content creators who are doing something similar to yours, and I've made contact with them. They need a booster. They need someone to help them grow their channel. So I have spoken with them, and therefore I've let's say had a deal with them, or I've struck a deal with them. So with the deal that you struck with them, you help them grow their channel by maybe sharing their videos or recommending their channel while you are online, or when you make your video, you mention them, something like that. Just strike an agreement that these people will agree. You speak with the first person, he might decline, the second person might decline. You go on and go on, you find someone who will be happy to do that. Then the moment you start, you identify the new content creators, you present those ideas to them, some will decline, others will accept, and then you keep on growing from there. And then you just charge them a commission that is, affordable, or that is realistic. These people will be happy to continue doing business with you, and within the shortest possible time, you come making something out of it. That's key thing. The last step on how to make money is to start now. Start now and not later. Start now and not later. It should be now, because there is no perfect time anywhere. So the only perfect time is the time that you get the ideas. There are two reasons for which you should start now and not later. The first reason is that ideas are not exclusive. The ideas that you have found, don't think that they are exclusive to you. Other people had already thought about it, or they are thinking about it at the time that you are thinking about it, or they are going to think about it immediately you stop thinking about it. So the more you wait, someone else is going to pursue those ideas. So there are some people, anytime they see people pursuing the idea, oh, this is what I wanted to do, and then within the shortest possible time, you see that someone is doing it. You see that another person is doing it. So the key thing to note is that when these ideas, the moment you think about these ideas, just reflect on them. The little confidence or courage that you have, pursue it, and then you'll be it will be advantageous. Now, the next thing to note, or the second reason you should start now, is that when it comes to wealth creation or money making, time is a rewarder. Time will reward you when you start early. If you start early, the chances of you growing faster is higher than the one who start late. It is not absolute, because someone can start later and can do some things right, and other things can influence their journey. But all things being equal, those who start early stand at a higher chance of reaching financial freedom faster than those who start later. So it is very important that you think of starting now and not later. All these steps you are going through, everything you are learning about money making on this channel and all the other channel, until you start them, it is it is as good as not listening, or is equivalent to not listening to the information at all. If you listen to them over and over, you watch the video, you follow many experts, and you don't start anything, or you don't put any of the things you listen into action, it is better than not starting at all. I've given you this quote that one of the mentors or the expert in this field of wealth creation, Bishop Dr. Emmanuel Lumide, says that the journey of the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step. But he says that it begins with the step taking. That means that until you take the step, the journey has not begun. So the journey might be longer. Your experiences or your confidence level might not be that great. But kindly start. When you start from where you are, as you go, you learn on it. You don't need to wait to obtain or attain perfection before you go. All you need to do is to start, and you learn while you go. Until you start, there are no chances that you are going to make it. So we want to let you know that on your journey to financial freedom, you need to put these ideas that you come by, you conclude on, put them in action right away, and you don't need to start. The last thing to mention to bring this video to an end is that if you need to partner, consider partnership. Don't be afraid that I don't want to go into partnership with people. Get documentation, document everything, agreement. If you have ideas, then you need someone with the resources to boost those ideas or materialize the ideas, partner with them. If you need someone who will support you when it comes to experience, partner with them. If for you to start, what you have thought of will require you partnering with someone, consider partnership, because partnership is a booster in this wealth creation. Partnership is also a major factor that you either start with or you fall on it at some point. So the earlier you start, the better you become, or the likelihood that you will reach faster. All right, okay, so if you find this information useful, why don't you like and comment and also subscribe to our channel? Do want to share our videos or share our videos to other viewers out there, so that they will also watch and they will also be equipped and enriched with this information, so that our wealth creation will be guaranteed. All right, thank you. Bye.